What is going on, YouTube? How is it going? I'm back with another video. This time talking about running and all things related. So I just came off my training block where I ran a 10K. I've had about 2 weeks of recovery, a bit more. And now I have some red eye issues. It's very painful. I'm getting some eye drops. I saw the eye doctor and all this stuff, and it's always the same message. It's some kind of allergic reaction, perhaps. They don't really know. And my HRV is taking a dip. My sleep is, well, it's fine, but sleep score about 70 to 80. It's super hot. We sleep on the first floor. You know, when I'm in bed, it's about 25, 26, 27 degrees, and I open the windows and it cools down. Thankfully, the opening windows helps tremendously, but it's still super hot. So, I'm starting my training block from my 10K race on the 23rd of August in Hamburg. That is the plan anyway. I'm saying that is the plan because I'm not entirely sure how this is going to be, because I've had 2 weeks off running now. I ran a little bit, like short stint, like 20 minutes, just to check out how it was going. So I don't know how you guys experience, but whenever you work out and then you take a break and then you start again, my legs are feeling fantastic. My hips, my back, my stomach muscles. I was feeling as light as a feather, actually. And I was running around zone 2, zone 3, and I was just feeling phenomenal, actually. And I took, of course, breaks, not because of my legs were fine. It's just because my breathing was heavy, which indicates, and this is to do with the HRV again, my HRV has been dipping. So could be because of the heat, could be because of my eye, could be because of regular, recovering after a race. Sometimes we older runners, we like to take our time, and all the bones, the ligaments. Well, actually, the bones recover fast, but the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, they can take a good while, especially after a 3-month 10K or almost 4-month 10K training plan. So I decided not to push myself. I said, okay, my body needs a break, and there's a heat wave going on. It's like 30 degrees. It's super humid, which is more the issue for me. When it gets humid, I can't feel like I can breathe because I have asthma. I've had asthma bronchitis since I was a kid. And the humidity, along with the heat, makes it so my heart rate explodes, which is kind of what happened. So a couple of tips there that if you're a heavier runner like me, maybe you're a bit older, you're not in your 20s anymore, I run in the evening, generally speaking, because in the Nordic countries, the sun is up by about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And no, I'm not joking. Literally at 3:30, you can already see, it's starting to get light. And I don't want to run at 3:30 in the morning because I sleep around 10, sometimes 11, because the light is there till almost 12 o'clock sometimes. So there's a lot of light, and although we have curtains and something called Velux, these kind of curtains that are really good, we haven't done that for all our windows, so there's a bunch of light coming in. HRV's dipped, which tells me that, okay, the body is not ready for bring it on training session. I took a small recovery jog run some days ago, and I was feeling fantastic. My legs were feeling as light as a feather, but my breathing was extremely heavy, and I felt like I was dealing with some kind of viral infection, not like the acute phase, but like a recovery. And the viral infections, it takes so long time to recover. Try to be patient, right? Viral infections are a thing, and in my line of business, I'm constantly in contact with people, and people are coughing and they're sick, and you just have to deal with that, right? That's just one of the hazards of the occupation. So I decided to be patient, not push myself. Normally I would have pushed myself, but here I'm just waiting when my body gives me the go signal. So for me, that's the resting heart rate. My resting heart rate has also gone up, but that's due to the heat. It's about 27, 28 degrees sometimes on the first floor. Open the windows, that helps tremendously, but it's still super hot. So I can't really count on my resting heart rate because obviously it's going to go up when it's so warm as compared to before. My HRV, though, has taken a huge dip, maybe from 55 to about 35, which is quite a large shift for me anyway, well below my baseline, which again can be the heat. But I also think it's to do with recovery, maybe the viral infection, recovery from a training block, and then this eye thing, which can also stress out the body, obviously, like systemically, not just locally. So decide to take it easy. Take it easy today, tomorrow, the weekend. Try and do as little as possible, which includes no lawn mowing, no screen time, no reading newspapers. It's going to be killer, but that's when I don't utilize my eyes so much, then I just feel really good and I don't feel any pain. And I think my wife also tried to explain to me, like, you need to take a break and just figure out your recovery before you do anything at all, including we have family coming over. We have to clean the house. I have to mow the lawn. There's a lot of like small plans. We just got a TV. We have to get some furniture, and life goes on, right? It doesn't really wait for you. So it's a frustrating experience. Let me be honest. I feel like I could be running. I could be doing so many things. I could be working more. I could be doing this, that. But I think the good thing about a training plan is that you are forced to just say, I need a break. And you thought maybe the break would be 1 week. Now it's going on 2 weeks, maybe even more than 2 weeks. Now it's going on 2.5, 3 weeks. And that's just the way it is. If one thing is for certain, if my HRV is low, the resting heart rate is spiking, I'm not feeling 100%. My legs are fine, body's fine, but my breathing is not great because of some viral infection recovery. Then okay, you have to take it easy, right? And if you don't listen to your body and you just do the run anyway, maybe short term you'll get some gain, right? You will. The body will adapt, but it will be at a huge cost to your health and you may get even more sick. And it's so cliche, it's so annoying, but it's 100% true. So we wait and we wait until the body says green. Maybe it'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. We don't know. But we have to wait because, and the reason for this is extremely important, is that I have 2 months till my next race. Like if maybe a bit less than 2 months. If my body is good to go, the resting heart rate is maybe going a bit down, the HRV is recovering up to 50, maybe even 45. My eye's getting better. This viral recovery is going better. Then my body will be able to absorb the volume and intensity of the training that I will put it through. Even though that means I might have 1, 2, 3 weeks less from my training. The training right now is just to get to a baseline. I'm actually doing training right now. It's just called recovery. And although I'm not moving around, I'm still trying to eat healthy. I'm still trying to be as active as I can, you could say. And not completely just slump down and sleep all day. And then I try and run every third day, just like a recovery run, just so my body knows, okay, this is what's up. Don't forget all the adaptations, all the training you've done for this year, for 2025, 2024, 2023. I keep reminding my body. And that's only when I feel like, okay, now I'm like, I really, because, as a runner, you guys must know, after 2 weeks, it's a torture to be at home and it's just like you want to run. And although it's a heat wave right now, I like to run in the evenings, which is very weird for me to run after dinner. But it just suits me so much better because even though the heat will give you certain adaptations, which is very beneficial, I just don't feel like my body can handle that right now. Like one more stress on the body on top of the running and all the other things going on, which I have explained previously in this video. So I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. I'm like, okay, I'm taking my body seriously. I'm taking my health seriously. And this means you just have to wait it out. And the body will let you know when it's ready to go. It doesn't require a watch, to be honest. Whatever you have, if you have a Garmin, I have the Garmin Epix Gen 2. It's basically comparable to a Phoenix 7, which is the previous model from Garmin. You don't actually need a watch. You just know, like especially if you've run for some years, you can tell when your body is ready to absorb another block of training. And recovery is important. Take it seriously. Take yourself seriously. Listen to your body. If you have a watch or wearable which tracks your HRV, your resting heart rate, your sleep score, all these, there's on Garmin, there's so many metrics. It's fine as long as it's a supplement to you. So that means you're learning your body and you're telling yourself, oh, it feels like this, therefore I'm not ready for training. And then your watch confirms it, that's fine, right? But I always try and make the primary source of your data, it should be yourself, because that is the cleanest data you will get. Of course, humans can be subjective, but in terms of how does my legs feel, how do I feel my lungs feel, how's my eye, am I able to push myself now, am I able to start my block of training properly? And when I analyze all that, the answer is no. The body is going through something. It almost doesn't even matter what it is. And knowing that, sure, it's helpful. I would love to know what's wrong with my body, but I just know, okay, there's something hampering it right now. And the reason I want to make a video of this is just to show you, like, this is what happens in real life. On YouTube, or we see other people, like athletes that are at a very high level. Maybe they're Olympians, maybe they're very, very experienced veteran runners who've had decades in the field, or just genetically gifted. This is the example of a real person going through the real struggles of dealing with health issues, dealing with some eye infection, dealing with a heat wave, dealing with sleeping in very warm conditions, and the sleep scores go dipping a bit. Like, these are things that actually happen, right? And we can add like getting disturbed at night if you have kids, or family stress, or other like job stress. Like, there's like so many factors, and all these things affect a human being. And if they affect you, you have to dial back the training until it's almost zero. The only thing I will add is to have like I do like a recovery run. I call it like a jog, like you run and then you walk, you run and you walk, as I've talked about in your previous videos, for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And that's just to remind the body, like, we're going somewhere. Right now we're not ready, but this is what we're going to push soon. So also I've read some scientific articles describing that, the adaptations you've accrued during a training block, you can lose some of that within 2 to 3 weeks. Not everything, but partly. So if you've not been training for a week or two, let's say for 2 weeks, it's good to have like a recovery run, like a super easy, you just play it by effort level. As soon as you feel like you're pushing it just a little bit, you just back off and walk. And if the run doesn't feel good, you just stop the run. It's actually, so I'm just running around my house actually right now in like a square fashion, so I can like say, okay, I'm not good to go. My legs are not feeling good. I'm breathing too hard. I'm not feeling good. Stop the run, go back home, chill, try another day, or wait another couple of days and try again. So yeah, it's just to say that, this is what happens in real life, and it's super frustrating. But in the end, the long-term gains you get from a well-recovered body that is able to absorb the volume and intensity of the training, that will always beat pushing yourself too hard and too fast and not being able to recover. It's like, imagine my body. It's been running for 4 months on and off with 2 times 1 week of recovery in between in those 4 weeks. My body's not had a chance to, heal other parts of it. Like, it's not just running out of adaptations, right? The body's constantly fixing. And so in those 4 months, you could say that the body has prioritized running. Now that I've stopped running in the last 2 weeks, or have considerably gone down in volume anyway, now the body's like, oh, we need to fix my eyes, we need to fix my this, we need to, the body's like, oh my God, we have so much to do. And I think it's super important to have that understanding. And then you can appreciate yourself more and be like, oh, my body is super intelligent. It knows what it needs. And right now, we need to allocate the resources to other parts of the physiology, for the organs, for repair, for damage, for all the thousands and millions of things the body is doing without you even knowing it. There's a reason behind it. And if we respect that reason, then I believe that we will get a huge influx of adaptations when the time is right. And your body will tell you. And like I said, you don't need to watch for that. You can easily just track yourself and be like, wow. And there's a very interesting scientific article about this, that you can also, like when you walk up and down the stairs, and the runners or people who have just started running, like you have an idea, like when your legs feel springy, that's actually a really good indicator that you're ready to like rocket off into. So my legs are feeling good. So it's just to say that if you just use that one measure, it's not good enough. Your legs can feel good, but if your breathing feels heavy or anything else feels bad, You have to factor that in. That means I'm ready muscularly, I'm ready, but physiologically, my respiration, my heart, that can be lungs, it can be heart, it can be blood, it can be a lot of other things as well. I just know, okay, I need to take it easy, I need to rest. In this resting time, what I'm trying to do is look at my medal, appreciate the running that I have done, and appreciate that, wow, running is so fun, it's so awesome. So I know that when I'm ready to run, perhaps during this weekend or next week, I'll be like gung-ho, like I'll be ready for that training. My motivation will be like the highest it's ever been, maybe perhaps in the whole year, right? So that's the good way of tackling this kind of situation. So if any of you are out there and you're feeling sick, maybe you're not feeling the best, maybe mentally, maybe physically, maybe other aspects of life are dragging you down, I'm here to say we're all going through something. And sometimes it's multiple things. And it's okay to pause the training as long as you have some kind of recovery plan in that. It can be active recovery, it can be a small jog, it can be a small walk. Just include that every 2-3 days and take as long as you need. Life is tough, right? And we need to also have a plan for when things go wrong. It's not just when things go right that we have a plan. It's actually, the plan is really good when you have contingencies, when you know, oh my God, it's not going well right now. I should be starting my training. I should be starting a week ago. Oh my God, no, drop all that. Have a backup, adapt to the plan and say, okay, now my situation is like this. Now I'll wait till my body's ready. And then when it's ready to go, and you'll know, your body will tell you it's not so complicated, especially if you have a good relation to you listen to your body. That's a whole topic for another discussion. When the body's ready, it'll let you know, and then boom, you can attack the training ferociously with your full passion, and your body will be ready for it. And that is the difference between having someone who listens to their body and someone who just rushes into it. And it's not to put a halo on my head and say, oh, wow, look at me, I'm listening to my body, I'm the best. No, I've made these mistakes myself. I have too often gone into a training block and my body's not been ready because of my age, because of disease, because of some physiological issues. And guys, please do health checkups. I get health checkup every year with my blood work to make sure that nothing is too crazy. I know my cholesterol can be a bit high. My triglycerides can be a bit high. I know my sugar can be a bit higher as well. So I have to be careful. And this is also one of the reasons I started running, right? So have fun with your training. Have fun with your recovery. Think of all the times you've run. Think about the fun you've had. Think about all the other things you can do with your time rather than just not running. Think about how lovely it is your body is taking care of other aspects of your physiology, not just running, but it needs repair for other things. Think about all the 3 or 4 months your body's been putting off certain repair processes, and now it can finally start that. And you might even feel like half sick. Like there's been days where I felt like, my God, I'm not even at 50% of what I normally can do. And that's a really good sign. That means you're resting and you're listening to your body. I mean, it's not good that you're not feeling well, but it's good that your body is like picking up where it left off. Getting rid of all the sick cells, repairing all the damage on not just on the muscles, but on other tissue, like organ repair. It can be sleep deprivation. There can be long-term fatigue, which affects you in ways you have like no idea, right? So enjoy recovery. Make it a good recovery. Make it the best recovery you can make it. Listen to your body. Take it easy. Slow down. And then when your body's ready, you won't even have to look at your watch. You'll just know. You'll get up in the morning, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so ready for the next training block. And that's what I'm looking forward to, guys. Have a great one. Take care of yourselves. And if you're going through anything, just let you know. We're all going through something. And it's good to listen to yourself and take the rest that you need and you deserve. All right. Peace out.